Hello, welcome back to Ekascloud AWS Zero to Hero training series. Today I'm going to show you a demo on S3 bucket and S3 batch replication. Basically, what it does, suppose if you have a S3 bucket in a region called AP South 1. So here is the AP South 1 region and there is a S3 bucket. And you have customers in another region called US East 1 region, which is in North Virginia. And if the customers in US, if they want to access the object in the AP South 1 S3 bucket, that definitely there will be a time lag, correct? But if the users are accessing the bucket contents in US East 1, definitely they can access with low latency. So what we are going to do, we are going to connect these two bucket with a replication policy using batch job replication. Okay, so let's move into the practical. So first let's create a two buckets in each region. Let's create this bucket. So I'm adding magic band source finance, that's my bucket name, and I'm leaving the other settings as default because we are only concentrating in the batch job replication. So I'm leaving all these options, but the one thing is, like, I'm going to enable the versioning. This is very important when we are replicating objects, right? So enabling the bucket version, I just created a bucket with name magic pan source finance. Before moving the replication configuration, let's first upload a file into our source S3 bucket. I have an index.html file. I'm uploading the index.html file to this source S3 bucket. Okay, it now uploaded. So now we have a file in this particular S3 bucket. We want to replicate the index.html object which we just copied over to the AP South 1 S3 bucket, and after configuring the replication it will be copied over to the new bucket. That's what we are going to do right now. So to set up the replication, source S3 bucket and click on the management, and if you scroll down you can see the replication rules. So to create a new replication rule, create replication rule icon on the top right corner and provide a rule name. This is just for identification. You can use whatever name you needed. We have to set it up status enabled. If you disabled it, the rule will get created but it will not get activated. So I'm going to enable it, and so here is the source bucket, and the source bucket is in the AP South 1 Mumbai region. And here is a fine grained policy, like, limit the scope of this rule using one or more filters. Suppose if your S3 bucket contains a large amount of files, and if you want to copy only a specific type of files like a PDF files or JPG files, or a finance data, you can use some prefix, the file prefixes or folder prefixes. In our case, I want to copy all the object whatever currently in the bucket, whatever the data which are going to copy in the future as well. I want to copy all the items, so that's the reason I'm selecting apply to all object in the bucket. And destination, yeah, we have created a destination bucket, and here it is asking choose a bucket in this account or in another account. So currently we have created an S3 bucket in the North Virginia region using my account only. So I have to select this option, and if you are planning to use another account S3 bucket in another account, you should choose this account. It will prompt you to enter the account ID. So in my case, I'm using choose bucket in the same account. So I'm just browsing, and I'm going to use the North Virginia US East one. Okay, so this is my target. Okay, and you know that when we create, when an S3 bucket, when one S3 bucket want to uh, copy and write some data, there should be some role need to be set up, right? So there should be some role we have to create for authorization. So create a new role. When we select create new role, the Amazon AWS will auto create the required roles for our operation. Here again, if you want to encrypt the entire data in the source and target, yes, you can use this. And I mean, if you want to, this source, not only the source and destination, the entire operation will be encrypted if you select this option. And again, if you want to place the source, the target data into a specific storage tier, yes, you can select this. You know that there are different level of storage tier available in S3. We have the intelligent tiering, standard, infrequent access, one zone. I'm not going to select this, but if I'm not selecting it, definitely the tire will be the standard tire. Again, there are some more features available. If you want, if you need this for your organization, yes, please go and select whatever you needed. But for our demo, I'm not going to select it. I'm clicking on save. Okay, now I'm getting a pop-up window. It is asking whether you want to replicate the existing object, or you want to replicate only the future object. So if I'm selecting, currently I have only one file in my source S3 bucket. So if I didn't select this one, the so current object will not get copied over to the new bucket. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the yes, replicate existing object. Okay, I'm clicking on submit. Now it is asking about the batch operation job. So automatically run the job when it is ready. When we select this operation, the job automatically runs without waiting you to start it. So at the end of this operation, whatever the save option, the job will start. Okay, and it is asking a completion report. So completion report, this is always a good practice. If you select this completion report, then you will be getting a detailed report. So I'm selecting the generate complete report, and where you want to copy the report, you can select the target bucket. So I'm selecting the east one bucket. So after this operation, a report will get generated, and that report will be copied over to the US east one target bucket. Okay, and again, for this operation, it need a permission, it need a role. So I'm selecting a create new role. AWS will create a required role for this operation, and I'm selecting. Okay, now the job is getting batch job is getting created. Immediately after getting created, it will start copying the data. See here, you can see the status. Here the job is still running. It's showing the total object. You know that in the source bucket we have created only one object, and it is correctly identified the object in my source bucket, and percentage of completion, it is still showing 0%. So here is our source bucket. What was the source bucket name? Source finance. I hope this is the bucket. This is the source bucket. Okay, we have only one file. Let's keep on refreshing. I think we got the bucket. We got the file. See, this is the file in the source bucket. Now it is copied over to the target bucket in east one. And here is the detailed report. You can download it and see the information, which all files copied and how much time it took. All those information is available. So now what happened here, like the source and target is showing the same contents. Okay, I hope this is clear.